Hey, subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to ring that bell. When you ring that bell, you get all my recipes right away, including today's. Hey, I was motivated, inspired even, to make this recipe today. I visited my son in Puerto Rico. Hey, Zach, how you doing? He's got a girlfriend. Her name is Sandy. One of the best compliments I could give a person, I give to Sandy. And to say the world's a little better place with her in it. She's a wonderful, wonderful girl. Nice, cheerful, friendly, positive person. She's infectious. Her goodness infects everyone. Wonderful. Anyway, she made some beans for me while we were there. Very delicious. And we ate at her parents' house. Two very hospitable people. Wonderful, wonderful family. And her father made the rice. And Sandy made the beans. Very good. Very delicious. So I'm going to give my rendition of rice and beans and dedicate it to Sandy, who was an awesome host along with my son. And we had just a wonderful time. We were there for 7 days and ate like we were there for a month. A lot of good food in Puerto Rico. And now this dish, going to be another one. Let's get cooking already. Enough of this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to make is the beans. And the beans we're going to use are pinto beans. Now, with pinto beans, you go one of two ways. You either use the dried pinto beans and make them yourself, or the canned. Hey, guess which one you think I'm using? If you guess canned, you're absolutely right. Hey, look, first of all, pinto beans are a little hard to find that dry. But I did find them, and I just, I'm lazy today. Nah, listen, I can get the flavor with the can and save myself a lot of time. To cook beans, dried beans, you got to first soak them overnight. Hey, I have some bean recipes here where I soak the beans overnight. You got to soak them overnight. Next day, you got to make the beans, and it takes a while. So this way, very easy, very easy. Hey, I'm trying to make easy food. If I make it easy for you guys, then maybe you'll cook some good food. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a sauce. That's what we're doing, making a sauce, a thin sauce with the beans and some tomatoes and some stock and some seasonings. So that's what it is. Then we're going to take that bean sauce and serve it over rice. Rice and beans. So here's how we start. I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Okay, I'm going to add to that a half a cup of onion that's chopped up. Not too fine. I chopped it about, quarter of an inch or so. Now I'm adding a half a cup of green pepper, also diced, not too big, about a quarter of an inch or so. Okay, got to toss that around a little bit and cook that. Over medium heat, not too hot, we don't want to burn it. Okay, now I need cilantro. That's cilantro, good stuff. I'm going to take the end and kind of roll it up like that. And then slice it nice and thin. So I have this like chiffonade of cilantro. Look at that. That's a chiffonade of cilantro. I'm going to add 3 cloves of finely chopped garlic. Just give it a toss. Then I'm going to add a quarter cup of that cilantro. Beautiful cilantro. I'm going to add 1 cup of tomato sauce. This is a tomato sauce I'm using. Hunt's tomato sauce. Okay? It's just a nice tomato sauce. Nothing really in it. It's like tomatoes and a little salt. You can get the salt-free one if you want. I got the one with salt. Okay? 1 cup tomato sauce. And then 1 cup of vegetable broth. Now, lastly, I want to add something a little special. This is sazon with coriander and annatto. See that? With coriander and annatto. You'll find this in most supermarkets. And it comes in packets. Okay? We're going to use 2 packets. And this is going to give it that real authentic kind of flavor. Now we have these beans, and this is 2 cans of pinto beans. Now, I rinse these and drain them, and this is why. I love that color. You see that color? I love that color. Okay, if you don't rinse and drain these, this color becomes kind of brown. I like the red color. I love it. It's so beautiful. And all we do is add the beans. We're going to mix it in like that. Beautiful. Woo! That's nice. I'm going to put this on a burner in the back of the stove and let it sit on low fire while I make the rice. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, we start the rice with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to add half a cup of onion. Woo! That's sizzling away there. And half a cup of green pepper. You see, they're cut very nice and small. Hey, I cut them as small as I can. Like, I don't want to put it in a food processor because then it's going to make mush. I cut them as small as I can. You do the same. Just cut them as small as you can. Don't worry about it. You're right. If you have to use a processor, use it. But if not, cut them as small as you can. Okay, no color on these. Don't brown them. Just cook them nice without browning them. Okay, just for maybe 2 minutes. Then it's cooked a little bit. It's a little soft, but not brown. I'm going to add 2 cloves of chopped garlic. And a half a cup cilantro. Whew, it's starting to smell good. Okay, I'm going to add a half a cup of tomato sauce. That's the same tomato sauce I used before, right? Just a half a cup. Beautiful. Hey, remember that sazon we use in the beans? Remember the sazon we use in the beans? I'm going to add 2 packages into the rice, too. Give you a nice color. It's sazon with cilantro and achiote. Woo, good stuff. I have here some adobo. Hey, adobo is just like a seasoning, that's all. I'm going to add a little bit, like half a teaspoon. Hey, I'll add a little less. Let's make a 1/4 teaspoon. And what I do, just to make sure I don't add too much, look at that. I put it in the cap. Okay, there's my 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, I got all kinds of cooking hacks for you. That's one of them. If you need to get something measured, put it in the cap, like a seasoning, put it in the cap. You don't want to over-season your food. You don't want to make it salty or too seasoned. So, put it in the cap. And if it's too much, you can take some out before it gets into the food. And it's a good idea. You heard it here first. All right, let's get back to cooking. All right, next thing we're going to add to this is green pigeon peas or gandules. Yeah, that's Spanish for green pigeon peas. Wonderful. Now, with this, I'm going to add the whole can with the liquid. Hey, look, no can opener necessary. Okay. See, that's what the pigeon peas look like. That's what the pigeon peas look like. Can you see that? Just throw in the whole can. Wonderful. Now we can mix this up a little bit. And this smells terrific. Wow. That's good stuff. Okay, now, next thing I want to add 3 cups of vegetable broth. Woo! And the last thing is going to be the rice. Now, hey, the last thing I got to add is the rice. And the rice I'm using, not Spanish rice. I'm using Uncle Ben's. Okay, here's why. Uncle Ben's is like a good, forgiving rice. So if you don't rinse, if you use regular rice, regular like Spanish rice, Goya makes a very good rice product. If you use like Goya rice and you don't rinse it off enough, the starch in the rice is going to make it sticky and gummy, and listen, it's hard to make good rice. It's not easy. But if you use Uncle Ben's, it's a little forgiving. It's called converted rice or parboiled rice, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to add Uncle Ben's, but first, I got to make sure this pot boils. Once it comes to boil, I'll add the rice. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2 cups of rice to this. It's going to be delicious. Okay, I'm going to add 2 cups of rice, but notice I don't have to wash it or anything. That's why I like the Uncle Ben's converted rice. Throw it right in there. I give it a mix. Woo! Smells delicious. Okay, I can put the fire on high. I'm going to cover this and bring it to a boil. Keep your eye on this. Don't let it just boil over. Just keep an eye on it. Okay, see how it's just coming to a boil. The bubbles are just breaking the surface. So put the fire down. Don't let it boil up. It should just be at between a boil and a simmer, like a slow boil. You don't want to boil it rapidly. That's not good. You don't want to simmer it too gently. What we're trying to do is cook the rice and evaporate some of the liquid at the same time. This is a little tricky here. So what you want to do is cook it at just like a nice low boil. More than a simmer, less than a rapid boil. So in between. Until the rice is just very, very wet. Hey, you can see that consistency of the rice. Right? It's like the consistency of like wet sand. Cover it. Cover that. Shut the fire off. Come back about 20 minutes. Check it out. Got things to do. Got to clean up a little bit. Hey, I just came back from Puerto Rico, did I tell you? I visited my son and his girlfriend. What a nice girl he met. Wonderful. The whole family's wonderful. Girlfriend's name's Sandy. Hey, Sandy, how am I doing, all right? I'm cooking up a storm over here. Hey, I made Sandy breakfast every day. I'm very proud of that. I don't know if it was good or bad, but, you know, Sandy's a nice person, so she said it was good every day. I wonder. Anyway, let the rice cook for about 20 minutes, just with the fire off and covered. You're going to have perfect rice, I guarantee it. And then we'll check it out. Okay, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes. Let's check out this rice. Woo, look at that. Okay, now the only way to mix rice is with a fork. That's how you fluff it. Don't use a spoon, you're going to smash it. Hey. Look at that color. That's wonderful. We got to taste it. Mmm. Very nice. Has great flavor. But also, as important, got great texture. Okay. That's it. We're done. We are, really. I told you it was going to be easy. Hey, Sandy. How'd I do, all right? You take your rice. Hey, remember those beans? Wonderful. Put the beans right on top of the rice. Don't forget this little bit of that sauce. Woo! That's good stuff. And don't forget the best part. Little Tabasco. Hey, I don't put Tabasco in it. I don't make it spicy. Some people just don't like spice. So make it flavorful, make it good, and in the end, just serve with Tabasco. In case anyone wants spice, they got Tabasco. All right, so wonderful. Hey, wonderful stuff. Hey, I got a pasta marinara recipe. It's a little bit similar to this in that it's a starch, like this is the rice with the beans on top. The pasta is like a pasta with some Italian stuff on top and a fried egg. Hey, this is also good with a fried egg. It's good just as it is. It's good for breakfast. Almost vegan. Hey, almost vegan. Have it for breakfast with a fried egg. Why not? It's good for lunch. It's good for dinner. It's good like a side dish for dinner. You can grill up some tofu, or if you like a little meat, you can grill up a couple of shrimp or a little steak or something like that. Just a little piece of meat, put it on top to satisfy your craving for meat. If you want to be almost vegan. If you want to be all vegan, just have the rice and beans. It's really wonderful. Any way you like it. Go enjoy. And don't forget to check out that pasta video. The pasta marinara. Wonderful. I'll see you there. Okay. Hey, Sandy. How was it? Good? Yeah. I did it. Okay.